got a lot of questions on our Joy of Trucking channel about the DOT physical. So I want to tell you about that today. My name is Kevin. I'm a solo driver for CRETE Carrier, and you're watching the Joy of Trucking, and there's lots of noisy trucks around here. So I went and got my physical done yesterday, and I just want to tell you about that experience. So when you have a CDL, a commercial driver's license, you also have to have a DOT physical exam. So this is a medical exam to make sure that you can safely operate a commercial motor vehicle. So when I went to school to become a truck driver, the first thing you do is take that exam. You got to have that. If you can't pass that, there's no sense doing your course. If you go to work for a company, they want you to get that medical exam. So even if I just had it last month, if I switch companies, I'm going to get another one. And it includes a drug test, so you know they always want to have those drug tests. It's good for 2 years under normal circumstances. If they're special, you know, you have a special medical problem, they might want you to do it once a year. Get it renewed, get it checked again, make sure that you're still good, that you've got your medical issue under control. So mine was going to expire next month, and I know I'm going to be out for quite a while, so I thought I'm on my home time, I'll get it done now while I'm at home. So I got it done a little bit early, but now it's good for 2 years. So watch the video and I'll explain what's involved. Okay, bye. This morning I went to the terminal and they had to download some paperwork from the safety department in Lincoln, Nebraska. And then you filled out the paperwork on a computer asking questions like, have you ever had a broken bone? Have you ever had surgery? Are you on any medication? Do you fall asleep a lot? You fill out all those questions, and if you answer yes to any of them, then you give a little explanation. So I have a history of atrial fibrillation that was treated with a cardiac ablation in November of 2020, and I've had follow-up visits with my cardiologist that clear me to drive a commercial vehicle. So those are the only pertinent things that were entered on the form. And then the office made the appointment here for the actual physical exam. And I am to call the office when I'm finished with this and stay in the vicinity in case there's some other thing that safety in Lincoln needs done. And then they will let me know when I can come back to the office to pick up my paperwork. Sleep apnea. They ask a lot of questions like do you tend to fall asleep watching TV, or would you doze a little if you were sitting still for too long? If you lie down in the afternoon and time allows, would you possibly doze? Wouldn't that be the purpose of lying down in the afternoon if time allows? You're taking a nap, aren't you? So they want to know if you're a sleepy kind of person, and it might indicate that you have sleep apnea. You're not getting enough rest at night. It's a big issue among truck drivers because they want you wide awake and alert. Sleep apnea means you're not getting enough rest. And CRETE Carrier has sleep labs at some of the terminals where you can get tested. If you test positive, then you will get CPAP machine, and they'll make sure that you get it and use it. And they have a purchase program too, if you need to buy one. But I was tested for sleep apnea before I ever got my CDL, actually, and I don't have sleep apnea. Hi, here we are waiting at Kiki's Cafe in Orange City, Florida. So I just had my DOT physical down here at the clinic, and it was all arranged by CRETE. So first we went to the office and filled out a bunch of paperwork, and then I come down here and do the actual exam, and then they want me to call the office to say it's done, and then I have to wait. And they will call me and say, okay, now you can come back to the office. They wanted me waiting near the clinic for some reason. So here we are at Kiki's waiting.
having breakfast.
And then we're gonna go back to the terminal from here. So in the exam, I had to give a urine sample, and then a fella asked me a whole bunch of questions, mostly what I'd already been asked back at the terminal when they were filling out the paperwork for the physical. Any broken bones, any chest pain, are you a sleepy guy, do you have any history of this or that, are you on any medication? And then he did an eye test, read from the chart. Do you see which side is the red thing and which side is the green thing for color? And then cover one eye and read the chart, cover the other eye and read the chart. And then he's filling out the paperwork and he says, okay, now we're gonna check your hearing, repeat after me. And then he goes, A, B, C, D, E. And I didn't know if he was even talking to me, it was so quiet. And then I said, oh, A, B, C, D, E? He says, oh, yes, that's perfect, okay. And then he left and the actual physician's assistant came in. So this guy is someone else and he's doing the actual exam. So he checks your blood pressure and pulse and he listens with the stethoscope. And then he says, follow my finger without moving your head. And then he says, squeeze my finger. And then he says, stand up and stand on one leg and touch your heel to your other shin, and then do it with the other leg. And then close your eyes, put your arms straight out, and touch your finger to your nose. Both of them. That is the extent of the exam. It's super simple. The only complication is if you have a medical condition or you're on some strong medication or you can't see anything, something that would inhibit you from safely operating a commercial vehicle. So then he told me that the clinic registers your exam, your certificate, with the federal government, so that's the FMCA, and you also have to make sure that it's registered with the state government, because that's where your driver's license is from. And he said usually your company will do it. CRETE's very good about doing that, but I'm gonna double check and make sure that they do it. And then I went back to the front and they had printed out the certificate, the long form and short form and the card, and they gave that to me, and I checked it all over that it had the right dates and my address, my driver's license number, and that it was good for 2 years. And then I said, what do I owe you? And they said nothing, because CRETE covered it. So I didn't have to pay for the exam either. So that's really good. And it's good that the company is doing all the paperwork and sending stuff and shuffling all that around, making sure all that gets done for me too. So we're just waiting for the call, and we'll go back to the terminal and finish this up.
Oh, that last part too?
Yeah, that's the dance of jig.
And then the stress test. Woohoo! And with that, Kevin is good to go for 2 more years with an updated DOT physical. He had the office take a copy, which they keep on record, and he keeps the paperwork and his little certificate. So yeah, we hope this video helped you see what to expect at the exam and how CRETE handles this. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, put your comments and questions down below, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you down the road. With love from Kevin and Tanya. Bye.